What up?
What's happening?
Lamar, why you so close to me, man? Back up back up, man. Back up.
Are we live, bro?
We
Why you so close to the camera, homie? I don't know.
is
I'm
this
just
thing on, Lamar?
together. It's just Corona. I'm just. I don't know. I'm all over the place, man. So what are we doing? I just said let's hit the
You
button.
have to go live.
I mean, I want to make sure that we're promoting, our new episode that came out on Tuesday. Today's Thursday. We just want to make sure everybody knows where to go get it. Go to YouTube, go to SoundCloud, click the link in everybody's bio, go to our Instagram page, click the link. But I really wanted to come on here real quick to talk about Puff.
Puff Daddy?
Yeah,
Puff
man,
Daddy.
yeah.
Getting on the Maynard train now about Puff Daddy?
I don't know what train I'm on. I was like, you know what? This can't wait till next week. We all quarantining. We wrapping up interviews over here for future episodes, taking care of our three black guys with the mic business. But I was like, I mean, what are we supposed to do with Puff? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
See what's wrong with Puff.
Okay, so
I'm sorry, it's not Puff. That's probably your problem because he's not Puff anymore. He's Brother Love.
Well, hold on. Well, so let's just explain what Puff said. I imagine you talking about.
What did I miss?
You don't remember what he said about the black
Democrat
people
piece, right?
and the voting, and we did a chat.
No, I didn't say that. When?
See, go give it to him, Maynard. That's why we had to go live real quick.
So, listen. So Puff is, lots of people, not just Diddy, not just Brother Love, have been really out here like, yo, we shouldn't give anybody our vote until they come up with an agenda for the black population. Like,
now, I remember him saying that with Hillary Clinton. I do remember him saying that.
Well, he said that Joe Biden should not expect our vote unless Joe Biden offers us some kind of black agenda.
I agree.
Okay. I'm gonna say my piece, Lamont. You go and say your piece. So, this is what I would say about that. Right now, I don't need a black agenda today, right? Today, because today there's a man in the White House who today, on April 30th, ended the national quarantine order. He's also ended the social distancing order. He's saying, no, don't worry about social distancing no more. Right now, I need a president that's going to lead us and not say dangerous things. Not tell people to go out and just take hydrochloroquine or whatever that's called. Not just tell people that, oh, it's okay, it's just going to magically just disappear. We had a conversation a couple days ago offline where we were concerned, we were wondering, like, how are we going to get to this 100,000, 150,000, whatever that kind of death number is? Now, if you know one thing, two things have occurred. Number one, we've discovered that the count is less than what it's supposed to be. Like they've been missing some numbers. They have not been counting some deaths.
Which is a good thing.
No, that's not a good thing.
It's not a good thing.
I don't want to go that high in the death rate.
Right, but okay.
So we want accuracy, though. We want we want to be able to know
accuracy. So we know there are more people have died from coronavirus than the count is not accurate. It should be the count should be more. That's one. Two, we entered the month, I checked, on April 1st, the count was 26,000. Today's April 30th, and it's 60-some thousand. That's damn near 40,000 people in 30 days. So if we get 40,000 people dying every 30 days, possibly, we'll hit that number. And I don't need a president right now that's going to talk to me about reparations that may or may not come. I need a president that's going to help this country be safe. I don't need a president that's going to talk about he got a bigger button than Kim Jong-un. I don't need a president who's not making friends with the World Health Organization. And I need a president that's going to lead us, whether it's the black agenda today, but right today, on January 20th of next year, I need somebody in the White House who's going to lead us to safety and security. And then on the 21st and the 22nd and the 23rd, maybe February 1st for Black History Month, we can say, Joe, look, you got to give us a Black agenda. But I can't at this point say that the Black agenda is more important than our safety.
So we're going to worry about this on Black History Month?
No.
But shit, there ain't going to be a Black History Month if there ain't going to be a Black History Month if 30,000 people die a month from the coronavirus. There won't be a Black History Month.
So can I get the ball? So can I have the ball now?
Yeah, because I totally disagree.
Pew, pew.
Well, I may be kind of a little bit in the middle in terms of understanding what Maynard's talking about, because it seems like we're in the ninth hour. I mean, we're literally months away, like months, like not years, but months. And Puff or Brother Love or whatever, I get where you're going. I understand it, but it's kind of like, we down 21 points and we got 8 minutes to go in the game. It's like, I just got questions of why now. You know what I mean? Like, why?
But he said that in 2016. He said the same thing with, with Hillary. And that was one of the reasons why he wasn't really, out there campaigning for Hillary. He said that, if there is nothing that is going to have a Black agenda, then why should we go out and vote? We should be reserving our vote for somebody who was going to actually put an agenda in place for African Americans.
And now we're here.
Do we have an agenda? What are we looking for? What are we trying to do? Because we tried that 40 acres and a mule thing some years back, and
yeah, but shouldn't the candidate be the person that has the Black agenda?
No.
I mean, what do you mean? Every person that before it was Biden, right? Sanders, Harris, Booker, Klobuchar, all of them were talking about what was their Black agenda. Whether it be reparations, whether it be criminal justice, all of them were coming up with what their Black agenda was. That's on the candidate to come up with.
Well, hold on. Wait a minute. As much as we want a candidate to have some kind of agenda.
No.
What is it? Look, Spud, I become the mayor of your city, and you say, I need him to have an agenda. I'm like, okay, well, what do you want in your house? I don't know. I was thinking you were going to tell me. I can't put food on your table. You got to know what you want for dinner tonight. So that's one.
I agree with you on that. I think that there does need to be some collaboration, but I also think that if you are the mayor of my city and you are coming in, right, and I see MJ Scales on the ballot, my first thing to do is to go to your website and see what your agenda is, what your campaign is about. And if none of those things are in line with my voting or with my, goals, I shouldn't be voting for you. So yes, you should be able to come in, because essentially you're coming into my house. You're the one who wants to lead my house. So you're the one who basically is saying, look, I am going to help you get to the next level. So you should be able to say, look, I understand. You should, already know. I understand that you guys have been disenfranchised through redlining, through, criminal justice, racial profiling, blah, 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 blah. You should be able to say, look, these are the things I am going to work on. If you're not, then why am I giving you my vote? And I agree with Puff. I think that, and this was my issue with Joe Biden, it's the same exact thing that was Barack Obama. It's the same exact thing. It's the same Hillary Clinton. And so, Maynard, you're sitting here telling me, oh, let's just do this. Let's just wait.
No, I'm saying, what I'm saying right now is,
okay, let's get the guy out of the White House that we don't like. And then once you're elected, Joe, like every other president or politician, then let's go ahead and let's start rallying that you give us a Black agenda. No, hell no. Give us a Black agenda right now. Okay, Tell me what you were going to do right now.
Here's the Black agenda. Here's the Black agenda that is built in. It was a Barack Obama Black agenda that people don't get. So let's consider
the Barack Black agenda of affordable health care.
Easy, sir. Sir. Easy. So
easy.
When Barack Barack wanted the Affordable Care Act, put a pin in that for a second. Think about this. What people have a higher propensity to be single mothers? Black women or white women?
Black.
Okay. So
why so fast, bro? Like, whoa.
It's the facts.
Well, so
right,
one of the things
I'm sorry.
we have to see some of this stuff happening. We can't just sit back and say, well, he didn't do anything for black people, but by saying we're going to work on health care, there was ways for us to get our children covered and ways for people who are living in the gaps, and that helped us. Let's sit back up. Let's talk about the idea that this coronavirus is an issue. Who's dying at a greater rate of coronavirus in America?
More the reason why I would have thought that you would want for Joe to have a black agenda right now versus later.
Listen. If I believe this much, if I believe that Joe Biden is a better leader on just emergencies, on things, like he's not going to just lie to people and say, it's just going to magically go away in April. Okay, 30,000 for almost 40,000 people died in April. It just magically did not happen. If I believe that Joe Biden's going to do a better job, who's dying at a greater rate? Black people or white people?
Black folk.
So if the man that we believe will do a better job, it is is de facto a black agenda just by saving our lives.
No. Maynard, Lamont, are you guys telling me that because we elected a black president, that we got things happening better for black folks by default? No. We still are getting racially profiled. We still have the highest unemployment rate. We still are the ones that are not getting jobs. We're still the ones that are dying, you know what I'm saying, at a higher rate from the coronavirus. So don't tell me that because, Joe Biden gets elected, that black folks automatically get, better opportunities, because by default, fuck that. No. Joe Biden needs to be able to say, look, I understand that black people have been disenfranchised in this country because of what what Barack Obama did not get to accomplish. These are the things that I am going to continue on to be able to continue his legacy. But I agree with Puff. I think it's the same exact thing, and I just feel, and I think it would have happened with Hillary.
Did we agree with Puff when it was vote or die? Did we agree with vote or die? So was he saying, let's not vote? We're going to send Donald Trump back? We can't do that. No, I don't think that's
what he's saying. I think that he is saying we need our... okay, let's do it like this. You say it all the time. Is this correct or wrong? It is important for us to vote, right? It is important for us to vote. Is that correct? Yeah. You always say, for the people who don't vote, the Negroes who don't vote, you got to go out and vote. If you don't go out and vote, what is the big deal for Republicans to not want you to vote or to create reasons for you not to vote? So I think that we would all agree that voting is important, right? Mm-hmm. Why would we continue to give away our vote when we're not getting anything in return?
We did, and we will. So listen.
Okay, we got the affordable care.
All right, I'll give you another one. The day that Barack Obama walked into office.
Bin Laden. We got Osama bin Laden.
No. The day that Barack Obama walked. So let's do this. We know this much: that African American women, for instance, get paid about the less for the same jobs that white men get paid. So you got a black woman as an accountant, and a white man as an accountant, and a white woman as an accountant, and a black man as an accountant. The black woman gets paid the least amount. The first thing that Barack Obama asked to do is to pass the Lilly Ledbetter Act, which was, we're going to make sure that women get paid the same. And so if black women lead single-family households, because we just established that a moment ago, by making sure that black women get paid the same as their white male counterparts for the same jobs.
black agenda or was that a woman agenda?
Well, you're not seeing it. You're not seeing it. It's happening.
Oh, because he did it for women, then the black women got it by default. No.
Well,
no.
You're not. Okay.
I get it. I understand what you're saying.
You're right. I'm gonna mute Spud's mic, Lamont. I need you to go.
I'm sorry.
Can I have the ball?
Train.
Can we just make sure that everybody knows that the new episode of Three Black Guys with the Mic on Tuesday? It's on all the streaming platforms. I mean, we just had to have a quick little roundtable about Puff. I mean, because I think it's important. I think as we get ready to go into this, month of May, which is Mental Health Month, if I'm not correct, right?
Yeah, Mental Health Month starts in May tomorrow.
Yeah, and we need to. We got to talk about this. We got to talk about coronavirus. We got to talk about Puff. We got to talk about what we're going to do as a collective in terms of, making this conversation. Because in my opinion, and I'm going to leave it at this, I think there's a lot of huffing and puffing about this when it's all said and done. But I think when it's time to go take care of the business, even if we don't have it in place, Spud, we got to hit that other button. Because I've said this before on the podcast. Man, they're really trying to kill us. And you just gave the stats. All across this nation, man, they're trying to kill us, bro. And we got to get really in a defensive mode of understanding that we are at war, and our community, as it's been in the past, but we're really at war. I mean, it's just so many different levels. We could talk all night about it, man. But I just thought it was important that we hopped on here real quick just to talk about it, because again, I didn't know a lot about it. Somebody texted me like, "Yo, Lamont, what's Puff talking about?" And I'm like, "Huh?"
But Lamont, you said the right thing. Like, why you wait to the last minute?
I'm sorry.
No, you were right. I'm saying, why'd you wait to the last? Talking about Puff. Puff, why you wait to the last minute? If you wanted to have that conversation, they started running for president back in January of last year.
But you know what, though, Maynard, and Spud, I'm gonna say this because I had a conversation with our good friend Carlton Clyburn yesterday. And for those who are watching this live or may see it later. Carlton is a good friend of ours who ran for city council in his what I would consider his home district. In Highland Park.
Highland Park.
We're just talking about just so many things that he's able to do on a local level. So I think as we have these conversations, and this would be my thing with Puff, is like, what is he doing in his community of Calabasas? Or is he having a conversation with his congressman or his mayor or even his governor? Or, is he in touch with the people in Harlem or where he comes from? Because while we're having these spirited conversations about Donald Trump, which I do think is important, that local level is ultra important because we can affect so much change on the local level. And I think that that's important as well. You know what I mean? And that just kind of burns my biscuits a little bit that we don't talk about that.
Burns his biscuits. Spud, what you got on them burnt biscuits, baby? Biscuits.
Look. I got some bitches in the refrigerator now. I told the wife I need to eat these, so we're gonna have to do a little heavy breakfast in the next couple of days. But again, I think that's important because we should also have a black agenda on a local level. You know what I'm saying? In our communities, how to make sure we better it, and those are things that we can attack. Just as well as some of that stuff at the federal level. And I know y'all don't want to hear me say this, but some of it ain't gonna do with us.
Yeah, but we're not gonna do it. Because we're going to be outside of the beauty supply store trying to get in the beauty supply.
So how you expect somebody to give us a black agenda if you think that we out here in the beauty supply store?
We're going to be on the lodge with it.
What is the agenda? What's the agenda? Free weaves?
It's to be at the beauty supply, to be at Lee's Beauty Supply outside waiting for the Koreans. Is it Koreans? Who owns the Lee's Beauty Supply?
I don't know.
We're going to be outside waiting for them to open up so that way we could be able to get our weaves so we could be doing this.
But is that everybody in our community or a certain segment?
I can't wait to get into the club so I can pop as many bottles as I can possibly pop.
So is that Joe's fault?
Goal as soon as Somerset opens up, I'm going to get the brand new Gucci shoes.
Is that Joe's fault or is that us? I don't think that. I see.
I'll be flying at 6 o'clock in the morning for the new Jordans. That's our agenda.
Okay, well, we can do that.
The Friday fish fry with the meatballs and the spaghetti and the 50-50 raffle. That's what we're doing. It's our agenda.
And I'm I'm about to call my wife. She can give me a cocktail because you're
So
making my head hurt.
on our agenda, is you can get us at 3blackguyswithamic.com. This is our special live little edition. We just dropped show 143 this past Tuesday. Again, as Lamont said, Stitcher. We can get us on iTunes or the podcast app, Google Podcasts, YouTube. You can see the video on YouTube. And all places where you can kind of get podcasts. We're doing 144 will be next week. But for the month of May, we also have the special edition where we, as Lamont mentioned, we discuss mental health. May is Mental Health Month. And Black mental health is an issue because I think our pride and the amount of work that Black people have had to do, the struggles that we've carried, we've probably almost become insensitive to the stress that we deal with, and we think that we don't have time to deal with those things or get help or ask for, that's part of what we really trying to do. And then I got a mental health issue right now with Spud and this foolishness.
It's not foolishness. Anything that I said that wasn't facts, please let me know what wasn't fact. Everything I said was facts.
I don't have a weave. I'm
gonna pop your weave.
You idiot.
Nelly Tiger Travis right there. I'm gonna slap your weave off.
Lamont, get your man. Get your man, Lamont.
All right, man. We can wrap this.
Nelly Tiger Travis. I'm gonna slap your weave off.
No, we don't do that over here, brother.
Wait a minute. You had the blues girl on. Ask Cynthia, whatever her name is, about Nelly Tiger Travis.
Nah.
Listen to the blues.
Sweet was that Red Velvet? Were you talking about Red Velvet?
Yes. We're not going
about Nelly Tiger Travis. I'm gonna slap your weave off.
Okay, all right. Let's wrap this up. Hit the wrap up button, Spud made it.
Yo, I don't it.
Come back to us. We got more 3 Black Guys with a Mic. We're gonna do it again. 143 is out. Get 144 this coming Monday. Anything else, Spud, for the good of it?
Monday, 7:00, right here live on Facebook Live.
Lamont?
Right here live. Yeah, on Facebook Live, 7 p.m. Monday.
You got something for the good of the order, Lamont?
Santa Claus isn't real.
Oh, here we go. We got to go live again just to discuss that.
Santa Claus is real in this household.
Hey, yo, peace. We love y'all. Have a good day.